armor is one of those phrases that people be spamming when talking about anime. And
yeah, they love it. Damn, off the rip, 4 seconds in and I'm already started yapping. God damn it, I fell off, y'all.
Leave the football before the football leaves you. The football's left them.
You see who's on the shirt. Come on, man. You see who's on the shirt. You see it. Let's go. You know what type of videos we're watching. Stop asking questions. What's good, y'all? I'm back. Listen. We're reacting to, listen. Anime Plot Armor Ridiculous by, I don't know how to say buddy name. And, I don't want to get kicked off this platform. So, we're just going to watch the video. Y'all are going to relax. Y'all are going to try to comment, try to like, try to subscribe. If it doesn't work, tell YouTube. Let's do it.
plot armor is one of those phrases that people be spamming when talking about anime. And
yeah, they love it. Damn, off the rip, 4 seconds in and I'm already started yapping. God damn it, I fell off, y'all.
Leave the football before the football leaves you. The football's left them.
But no, seriously though, they be overdoing the hell out of that word. They be like, man, everybody got plot armor, my brother. It's the story. What do you mean armor? The story?
honestly, dog, I can't even blame them for real. Because there are genuinely too many examples where people be getting power-ups out of nowhere, even though they have suffered countless...
What do you mean you don't have star magic? How does he go from wind to stars? You know what? You do you, bro.
injuries during a battle where that motherfucker should definitely be dead or not be able to move at least, or where people be getting slimed out in a fight where they should have won.
I swear to God, if he talks about this shit, bro, Zeus should have lost. Adam was whooping his ass. Zeus literally died at the end of the fight, and then he just said, "Oh well, I fake died, y'all." I hate that old bitch.
But the writer needs to come up with some bullshit for their death because they were way too overpowered. And bro, it is ridiculous seeing the amount of times this has happened in anime. So today we gonna be talking about some of anime's most bullshit plot armor, starting with an anime I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. Adam vs. Zeus from Record of Ragnarok. Now I know that this show might not have the flashiest animation or
the flashiest animation. Oh no, animation's ass. Slideshows have to wait through the fight, but some of the like the cutscenes are cool, but then the actual animation of a fight, oh God.
The best storyline. But the way this anime revolves around a tournament arc of 13 rounds where each round consists of fictional characters based on real life people going against gods to fight for humanity's survival.
Not fictional character. Well, yeah, Adam is fictional. He's not real.
It's low-key a tough ass concept. And this dude Adam from Record of Ragnarok might be one of the toughest representations of Adam from the Bible I think I've ever seen. He deadass looks like he was straight out of a Renaissance painting.
Well, yeah, because he's blonde with white hair. I mean, blonde with blue eyes. I mean, the average Iranian.
Majestic as fuck, not to mention that he had one of the most broken abilities in the entire show. First of all, his ability is called the Eyes of the Lord. And dog, if that name alone doesn't scream, oh yeah, this ability gotta be OP as shit, I don't know what to tell you. This shit is basically the Sharingan from Naruto, but if the Sharingan worked on literal gods. Because Adam's eyes allowed him to copy the technique and power of gods as a human. All because he was the...
So... are we saying that Adam is whooping Gojo's ass? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me know. Talk to me.
Man made through God's image. And to add the cherry on top, the matchup for his fight was against one of the strongest gods in Greek mythology, Zeus. Fucking Zeus.
Literally anyone else but him. Literally anyone else but him, he wins.
And you know what this man Adam was doing? This man proceeded to piece up one of the most powerful Greek gods without breaking a sweat. That motherfucker's cheating!
Like, he stole his bag. He stole the
Zeus
entire
had
shit.
this ability called the Fist That Surpassed Time. That is a one-hit knockout to whoever this lands on.
He just
This dude,
ready.
Adam, was not only able to dodge this shit, but he was able to copy it. Had bro on Fraud Watch the entire fight. This shit was dead as
Zeus is a fraud,
Anthony
bro.
Joshua versus Jake Paul. It was not even close. And you might be like, Ninjuno, damn, hop off this motherfucker dick. Bro, I don't
Ninjuno.
care. I will glaze Adam till the day I die. This
Damn,
man Adam
man.
was low-key spitting too. Bro said, is there any father that needs a reason to protect his children? Spoken like a true literary poet of history. Like, hold up, this writing is this fire. This is also the part where I'm gonna say that this is what legendary players do. Bro ain't do this for the money, the fame,
did
the
it for his
bitches,
kids.
for revenge, none of that. Bro fought Zeus purely because he felt like it was his duty as the father of humanity to protect the very thing that started with him. No other reason. Showing all these deadbeat dads in the crowd how it's done. Toji, actual.
First of all, don't disrespect the GOAT. He beat the strongest character in the verse. First fight. He was 1-0 for a significant amount of time. I don't want to hear it.
Cinema, bro, holy shit. But this is where we start getting into the as broken as Adam's ability is, he had a huge drawback on its use, as it put an immense strain on his entire body, and it would exhaust Adam the more that he used it. And twin, if I had constantly used those eyes against Zeus for more than a minute, I'd be looking like every defender after they had to guard prime Steph Curry in an NBA game. I'd be cooked and tired as fuck. And do you want to know how or what led to the downfall for Adam in this fight? This man's kryptonite that single-handedly changed the course of this fight was the fact that a singular...
This was so bullshit. This pissed me the fuck off. You tell me this whole fight, he whooping his ass. Somehow blood finally got on his eye, so he had to blink. Once. He had to blink one time.
Drop of blood entered his eyes, which ended up blinding him and basically causing him to lose his ability completely, which allowed Zeus to get in the last hit to finish him off. But I will always respect Adam, because even after this huge ass blow and this shitty ass luck with his fight, he kept up fighting while he was missing both his eyes, and even after he died. And dog, in almost every comment section I see talking about Adam versus Zeus from Record of Ragnarok, everybody unanimously agrees that Adam lost purely for plot's sake. I don't think there was a single person who watched this fight for the first time.
Mind you, I'm pretty sure the gods were 2-0 at this point. They literally just wanted, like, Lubu fought Thor. Thor was just able to show, like, oh yeah, nah, they want the humans are some shit. And then this was the fight to show that no, they can win. And then the next fight was Sasaki versus what was his name? The God of Sea, whatever his name is. Why can I not remember his name? Man, fuck you. Fuck you in particular. Fuck you.
Thought that Zeus was 100% going to win that fight, because no matter how many things Zeus threw at him, Adam kept proving him wrong time and time again until the blood drops made his eyesight go bye-bye. And people are trying to say that Adam's death makes sense, and bro, I guess, but my GOAT should have won this fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Adam has...
I would have been cool with him dying and winning the fight. Cool. I would have been cool with that, but no, they said he has to die and lose.
A million fans, then I am one of them. If Adam has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If Adam has only 1 fan, then that is me. If Adam has no fans, then that means I am no longer on this earth. If the world is against Adam, then I am against the world. Fuck you talking about. The only people I see who genuinely thought that Zeus would actually win this fight are
because all that
Greek mythology dick riders, aka the ones that are completely and utterly wrong, and Utah fans. If anything, this...
You just slander him. He bagged Maki, bro. I don't need to say much more, bro.
Fight should have been one of the very last in this series, where Adam, the first man to ever exist, wins the whole thing in the last fight while fighting the almighty Zeus. One of the...
Well, the problem is that would have been so cliche. That would have been cliche as fuck.
Leaders of the gods in this verse in terms of strength, but nah. Zeus got bailed by plot while the plot decided to have Adam get his shit ran by a drop of blood. But if there's any character I know that is literally surviving off plot armor more than Zeus was in Record of Ragnarok, it's gonna be King from One Punch Man.
That's his power though. That's the funny thing about it. That's literally his power, surviving off of that. That's
the
his
literal concept of King's character is actually insane. He need to take that luck he be getting and invest that shit into a damn lottery ticket.
And then he would lose the luck after that, by the way. That's the problem. He has to do it with that. He has to be scared, because if he uses it, it's over for him. That's the problem.
Damn, this motherfucker got some crazy bulletproof plot armor, unlike anything I've ever seen. Could you imagine that in your seemingly uneventful life, a big-ass monster just randomly pulls up on you out of nowhere, and you are locanually cooked?
Locanually. Why don't we use that one? My fault.
But suddenly, the main character also comes out of nowhere, one-shotting the big-ass monster, least before you can fully process what happened, and you somehow mistakenly get all the credit for it, making everyone think that you took out the big-ass monster. Now, imagine if this scenario happened to King, not once, but instead almost every single day, for absolutely no reason.
I'll be imagine getting absolutely frightened every day, just for some random person that you never met one-on-one, defeated, you never see their face, and then you just keep getting his stats. Oh yeah, you killed another big monster. Take this. I'm like, bro, leave me. It's not me no more.
Each time that this shit happened, the monsters that kept pulling up on King progressively kept getting even stronger than the last one. And the more monsters that were defeated, the more of a target that was on King's back. And the more that this happened, the more that people believed he was actually one of those heroes that should be one of the most feared and respected out of everybody. And then proceeded to somehow take one of the top 10 spots of the S-class heroes.
One of the top 10? Nigga, 7. He was 7th. That means they said there's only 6 others on this earth that could touch
without actually doing anything at all. And dog, you can't even classify this as luck, because luck happens once or twice, but King is literally untouchable. At least to everybody except Saitama he is. And this was all because he somehow just has the worst timing, worse than when motherfuckers walking on you watching anime, and the anime that you're watching turns from normal to straight porn in the matter of 4 fucking seconds.
That's by the way, that's literally just, unfortunately, my favorite show is Fire Force. Fire Force has, most of the time nothing happens, but people be talking about, oh, the fan service. No, the problem with the fan service is it's random, and you will never be ready, and you cannot watch it in front of anybody that will look at you crazy for it.
He is just somehow always wherever Saitama was whenever he took down a big-ass monster. And he was always given credit for it, especially since he is decently tall and got this tough-ass guard, making people think he for real about that shit. But bro, that couldn't be any further from
He's not even.
King always has this calm-ass demeanor to his appearance, but on the inside, this man was genuinely shitting himself each time these monsters pulled up on him, and was actually talk about how fast this shit be happening.
Is he gonna talk about
all this dude wanted to do was live a normal life, play some video games, and chill. But nah, the plot said you gonna have King Vons and literal Decepticons pulling up on you every day, but somehow survive without doing anything, essentially blue balling the shit out of him on whether or not he was gonna finally be exposed for being a fraud. Cause dog, if you were King, what could you possibly do?
Yeah, you can't say, oh, that wasn't me, because the people still gonna go for you, but like, he's lying. And you probably know some crazy secrets that they will not let a random pretty much have. They will kill you. Government will kill you. Them other people that are above you will probably be like, man, this nigga lying, kill him. Or people will just find you if you run away.
Dude, if every day everybody around you thinks you're this tough-ass superhero not to be messed with, but so much bullshit has happened that you can't even dig yourself out of this hole that you got put into by everybody else, and you can't really even take away all the credibility from your name without getting publicly humiliated by everybody. So everyone has these high expectations of you, when in reality, you can't do shit. I would be stressing hella. You would be seeing gray hairs on my head if that shit happened. Bro, I ain't ever seen this type of purgatory ass plot armor before. This shit is genuinely a lose-lose life for King. I actually feel
the amount of RDC skits in this hoe, I fuck with that. This guy gotta be black. Gotta be black. I'm investigating you later.
So bad for him. He knows that at any moment he would either get packed up like an Amazon package or he would get exposed Berlizzi style.
Don't say Amazon.
However,
if only he looked straight. If only he looked
it just
straight.
never happens. And this man is just forever stressing, waiting for the day that it actually does happen. And I knew this plot armor was on another level, because besides Saitama, nobody knows that this man is a fraud. Somehow,
everybody
even
just
the
thinks he's
other
nice.
S-class heroes, they somehow are all delusional enough to believe that the King engine is real, which is a sound that motherfuckers
talking
hear
about
when
it.
King is quote unquote going into battle. They for real talking about this dude like he a transformer or something. What the fuck? And apparently it's this threatening drumming sound that no monster has heard and survived, when in reality it's this dude's loud ass heart beating from the inside of his chest. Like,
do you know how hard your heart gotta be for people to hear it outside and be like, oh nah, he getting into battle mode? Because it's loud and thumping in a rhythmic tone. His ass was always ready to get
the
fried.
goddamn cartoon character. Like, y'all remember this one scene where a rip-off Megatron just pulled up on him and wanted to run the fade with him simply because he was a top 10 hero, and
Yes.
King somehow managed to BS his way out of this fight.
He said, "I don't wanna fight."
Literally saying, my fault, twin, I can only exert only 10% of my power because I gotta shit real quick. You mind if we throw hands after? Without seeming the slightest bit terrified. Like, I want to know how this man be handling talking shit to his ops like his entire life is on the line, because I
'Cause it
just
is.
knew I would have cracked under pressure at least once, and if that ever happened, I know for sure I would be cooked. Actual generational performance by King. Like, bro, please leave this man alone and let him go home to play
That's not
Xbox
happening.
games. He don't want to be around none of
He don't play Xbox, he definitely plays Nintendo, by the way.
y'all's bullshit in the slightest.
He's not dead.
Speaking of motherfuckers in purgatory because of plot armor, let's talk about this man, Reiner from Attack on Titan. Forget about what I said talking about King's plot armor being a living purgatory. Reiner's plot armor to survive.
Did I look gay? Holy shit. It might be over for me. It might be over for me.
Almost everything in Attack on Titan might actually be the curse of pure agony, torture, and depression of all plot armor. I think
Yo,
I
he's
have said
never
this
gonna have
before,
fun
but I
ever in life.
genuinely think that Reiner has one of the worst lives in the entire show.
Wait,
but
wait.
he still somehow manages to survive throughout all the events, while at the same time being the plot's literal punching bag.
That's the point of his character. He's the guy that always survives when he wants to die. That's the whole point.
For everything bad to hit him like a fright.
Damn! Hold on, let's check. Oh shit. Hold on, let's get, hold on. How do I, oh shit. Hold on, let me, oh, here it is. Damn, I mean, shit. Like, he was already kind of bracing for it, look, he was bracing, but then, bow. I mean, you can't brace for that speed. Oh my god, he's in the cart, y'all. He's in the cart. He in the cart. He tried to grab onto the cart, it's over, bro.
This man experienced racism and hatred at a young age from his father, when all he wanted to do was make him proud by becoming a warrior
wanted
for
to be
the
a warrior.
Malayan government, by becoming one of the Titan shifters and granting his
That's where he messed up right there. Calling them warriors instead of soldiers like they are.
family immunity. And when he and his friends went to go to the island of Parati, where they were told their
Parrot D, come on, man, let's lock him alive.
entire lives that they were all some evil ass devils, not
They're just some
only
cool
did they find
people.
out they were just regular people that were cut off from the rest of the world, thinking they were the last signs of humanity, but he would also lose 2 of his homeboys and 1 of his homegirls for a bit during their mission, and would be the only one who survived, only because Zeke and Peak were on absolute clutch timing and saved his ass to see another day. And during his last moments on
That's crazy that Pete came with Zeke in the first place, only because she's just really good at staying in that Titan form for a long ass time. You remember the scene. Don't start, please don't start, do not start, do not start, don't.
the island when the scouts returned to Shiganshina, the final battle that would decide the entire course of the rest of this show. He was actually getting his ass handed to. Absolutely nothing went his way.
Aaron been whooping his ass ever since after the first fight, he started whooping his ass. He technically lost the second one, but after the second one, there was no rivalry. Aaron just whooped his
First,
ass.
Armin's Einstein thinking found bro within the walls, and as soon as he was outed, Levi saw him and it was on sight. He dropped down.
By the way, transferred his consciousness to his body. Transferred his consciousness to his body from his neck down. And nothing was going on in his head. And he survived and became a Titan off of that alone.
and stabbed him through the neck, but Reiner ends up tanking this shit somehow and surviving. That's plot armor strike number 1. So when he turns into the Armor Titan, he thinks he's safe, but he ain't know about the development of the Thunder Spears that the scouts made for this battle. These weapons were deadass a straight counter to Reiner's entire kit. It basically made his only useful ability useless, since the scouts would just boom his shit, and they had bro doing his one-to-one impression of James Harden, showing absolutely no defense against these shits at all. But despite this, he is somehow still living through it, just barely, with Bertolt eventually coming into the fight as well and loosening the load off his shoulders.
I fuck with Bertolt looking like, why did he get Bertolt so much aura before he
strike number 2.
Why they give so much aura for Burrito before why they give so much aura for Baymax before he
Then later on in the fight, Mikasa literally broke this man's ankle, asked Reiner what that mouth do, standing on his slimy ass tongue and everything, and actually boomed him from the inside out, and had bro looking like this one SpongeBob gif where Squidward and Mr. Krabs get blown out the Krusty Krab, officially disabling bro and capturing Reiner with nowhere to run. This dude was done. The scouts were getting their questioning out of him and everything. All they wanted to do was either get the Titan serum to have someone eat him, or kill him if the serum was already in use, and this motherfucker was about to die by Hanji after Mikasa sent the signal to do so, but out of nowhere, Peak and Zeke spawned into thin air like LeBron on a chase down block and managed to snag Reiner right as they were about to off.
I hate the fact that I hate how the card Titan looks so freaky
and
looking.
He survives again. That is plot armor strike number 3. Like, this motherfucker's out. This man was supposed to die at least 3 different times in the same exact arc, especially the last
exact arc. No, nigga, same exact episode. This is like 2 episodes apart.
But instead, he survived all 3 times, and his plot armor was so good that in season 4, he was genuinely going to keep himself safe and take himself out of the story. But the plot wouldn't even let him do that either. Yeah, this plot armor strike number 4. This man deadass cannot die no matter what he does. Bro tried to take himself out of the story, but the author said, nah, you're gonna have to suffer a little bit more.
He survived.
Matter of fact, he'll survive
till the very end.
But honestly, if I had to live this man's life, I would probably react the same way. I'd genuinely be tired of everything. However, what I'm really tired of is seeing plot armor suck off this man Yuno from Black Clover. It is genuinely atrocious. Black Clover is one of my favorite animes of all time. It was my first 100.
People be forgetting that Yuno trains just as hard as Asta does. He just so happens to get stuff during fights, out of all things. But the problem is, why are they still even though? And why is it always that when Asta finally touches up with him, Yuno just gets some shit that makes Asta try for the next 3 seasons.
Plus anime I've watched along with Hunter x Hunter, and I love Asta. Oh bro, fuck this dude Yuno, he a bitch. The way that both Asta and Yuno achieve their broken ass abilities are so vastly different in terms of effort that they gotta put in for their power-ups, where Asta is going through literal hell in 3 winter arcs to unlock his devil form, while pretty boy Yuno does absolutely nothing except aura farm and look cool, but is somehow as strong or maybe even stronger than Asta. This
niggas be forgetting that Yuno got he got the same training power as Asta. He just doesn't train to get muscles.
This dude actually pissed me off because from the moment this show started, this man was literally getting blessed with every fucking advantage in the verse. In the damn first episode of the show, this man gets the goddamn 4-leaf clover grimoire, which is in fact one of the rarest grimoires in the verse, with people saying that it is a book of destiny. This was basically Black Clover's way of saying we can give this man anything whenever we want because he's blessed with anything magic related. This series was for real rage baiting me with the amount of work that Asta was putting in training to strengthen his body to use his swords better, while Yuno on the other hand was just getting new spells and power-ups seemingly out of nowhere. Like,
it's because we literally won't watch again. This is why I feel like Black Clover would have been 10 times better if they just said, you know what, dual main character. It sounds really hard to do. But if you show that Yuno works hard too, and show, you know, the stuff that goes on, and then you show how they eventually connect at the end, wouldn't have been that bad. I'm just saying. Plus, it makes people,
for example,
kind of, you know, you might have people being like, oh, I don't want to see Yuno, and then skip to Asta. But you might be like, oh, I don't want to see Asta, and people skip to Yuno. Now you have 2 fan bases. maybe even 3, because people might like both.
In the dungeon arc, Asta got a new sword to use that provided a different purpose,
Oh, yeah,
absorbing magic
absorbing, yeah.
instead of reflecting it. Not broken at all. Meanwhile, Yuno finds a magical fucking wind spear to add to his arsenal, which strengthens his already strong wind magic and gives him a new move as well. This is like giving one of your sons a water cooling PC with a 40.
And again, we can also say, like, how the hell do you unlock that sword? They just got a new sword. The book just said, you know what, let me give you a new sword. Just like how he just found this
Tiny
weird
graphics card, while the other one gets a dusty old computer that your mom used in the 90s. Do y'all see the obvious difference
Yeah, dark magic. Let's not do this.
between Yuno's and Asta's upgrades?
Nigga, why would you do that?
It's not even his fault. Jay!
Asta gets something that can be useful once he learns how to use
I'll let
it.
it
Yuno just got handed 30 more levels of experience and new movesets and eventually able to unlock this wind form, all because he met this fake ass Tinkerbell.
Yeah, alright, bro.
And you would think that eventually that you would see bro get into a fight where he would get his ass handed to
Hell
like
no.
Asta, right? This motherfucker literally did not struggle once in a fight for almost the entire series until the Dark Triad arc. And the one fade where he got his shit ran, this motherfucker quite literally died. And if it wasn't for Bell resurrecting Plot Armor Man from the brink of
Plot
death, he
Armor
would have
Man.
gotten smoked right then and there.
Yes! Yes!
This is people, but they put this onto Megami. You put your hate onto Yuno, bro. Yuno's 10 times worse. Megami's just potential man, bro. Leave him alone.
It just goes to show, Yuno was for real
If JJK got 30 more chapters, we would have actually seen Megami be, you know, good.
not built for this shit. He is a bum carried by broken ass abilities that the plot just wants to give him. And dog, I am going to mention the manga right here because the shit they
Oh, this is
are pulling
important.
with Yuno is actually preposterous to me. They are dragging my favorite series through dirt with this because the fuck do you mean Yuno was able to unlock fucking star magic? You mean to tell me you
That was serious? I thought that was... He was serious with that. He was serious? It might be yes. We might be yes.
gave this man another grimoire out of nowhere? At this point, if you thought Yuno
He got a second grimoire. Even the Wizard King himself, with literal infinite spells, doesn't have a second grimoire.
genuinely has
By
no
the way.
explanation for his goddamn power-ups now, they for real just pulling shit out they ass. He just be getting them shits for no reason. I looked it up on Google for how they bullshitted him getting star magic, and they said he randomly found it after crashing into a magic tower. And apparently, star magic in Black Clover is insanely broken too. It has high power, defense, can teleport motherfuckers, surpassing spatial magic itself. This shit is ridiculous. Like, rep, y'all need to take some away from him. And bro, I
See, at first I was defending him because like you know it works hard and shit. I still got this dirty ass sword. The sword not even clean.
get that Asta is hella overpowered too by this point as well, but at least Asta has to get his ass beat, learn, adapt, get stronger in order to get his power-ups. All this man Yuno has to do is look to the right and aura farm, and that's how he gets stronger.
Asta is the definition of what a normal main character for an anime shonen would look like. Anime shonen. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, and then Yuno's the definition of what fanfic main characters are like. Holy shit! If you read fanfics, you would know. They love giving out characters that are really strong, but struggle barely any. They'll struggle in training, maybe a couple of mock fights. But when it comes down to it, when it gets serious, they never lose. Oh my god. Let me not even talk about that. I'm gonna get pissed off again.
Could also mention how bro took Asta's whole fucking flow, but I'm not even gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna move
Yeah,
on
Star
to the
Magic,
next
okay.
character. I'm gonna
Is it
talk
another
about a character that can prove that being a villain can also mean you get hella plot armor.
A villain that gets plot armor. It's short. Is it Mahito? It might be. It might be.
We got Sukuna from Jujutsu.
Stop. I'm not finna. I'm about to exit out this video. I'm about to. You know what? Hell no. I can't take that disrespect, bro. You already got Yuta slander, and now you talking about Sukuna. Sukuna's literally the second strongest. What do you want him to do?
Guys, the true embodiment of what it means to run the gauntlet with the entire verse and almost win if it wasn't for the main character getting some plot armor of his own to finally do something useful in his own series.
Well, you also have to. Okay, that's crazy. I mean, you gotta remember, after all this happens, by the way, Yuji has only been a Jujutsu sorcerer for like 6 months. This is like in 6 months. The culling is happening in like October. No, they happened in November. Yuji became one mid-school, so that's like what? April? like bro, no, it might have been like June, July, something like around there, bro. He has been a Jujutsu sorcerer for maybe 4 months, and this entire story takes place in 4 months. They're mad at Yuji for going from an averagely strong human, I mean above average, no, superstar human, to just a literal fighting god.
This man was a straight man, quite literally the strongest in his verse, with almost nobody able to rival this man. Straight up, he packed up Shibuya without any regard for human life, while hitting emotes and shit, destroying everything in his
Michael
path,
Jackson
using attacks like Cleave, Dismantle, and his own domain expansion.
By the way, his domain expansion usually domain expansion is kind of like it's usually an enclosed space. Nigga, his domain expansion is outside, just in the air. It's just out there. He does whatever he wants. Jesus,
spoiler alert, killed everybody's fictional baby dad.
Jesus. Gojo fans. Stand the fuck up, nigga.
My phone said he got the RP10s, and now I'm happy as a bitch. Do the RP10s, and I got so many bands, like I fucked the run.
Fuck that blue-eyed bitch, nigga.
This man has some crazy feats, but I don't think motherfuckers realize how much plot armor this dude had in order to pull off what he had in the end. First off, when Sukuna was setting up his binding vow with Yuji, where they were going to quote-unquote fight on whether or not Yuji would return back to life with Sukuna's conditions or not, then Sukuna was like, oh yeah, and to make this a big plot mystery, I'm not using this shit till the end of the Culling Games, and you gon' forget this binding vow even happened. And the plot for real said, fuck giving Yuji a chance in his own consciousness.
Because who do you think is gonna win? A 1,000+ year-old demon that has become a cursed energy artifact, or a 16-year-old? Who do you think was gonna win? Seriously. Who do you think was gonna win? Yuji barely talks to himself. He just goes throughout his life normally. Sukuna was always in his head because of how weird he was.
Bullshit like that. He gets packed up instantly and wakes up. Second, in Shibuya, during that point in the story where everybody knew of Sukuna for his slashing attacks, it took everybody by surprise when Dog started playing with fire out of nowhere.
See,
and use it to deadass one-shot Jogo.
Well, then again, he never said that was his shit. He just did it a lot. Because he can.
Toying with motherfuckers using a literal meteor while also fighting Maharaga, a Shikigami that can literally adapt to any attack you throw at it, and was winning. Third, this man,
mind you, in the manga, that fight's really quick. Like, bro, he fights him for a couple seconds. He's like, oh hell no, and gets him gone with Fuga. he says, oh fuck no, and just shoots his ass. It's quick, bro. It's not that long. It's not an episode long. It's that ass like 14 panels, give or take.
Used his binding vow with Yuji in order to reveal one of the biggest loopholes in the entire
I can switch bodies.
show, which allowed him to take over Potential Man's body and stole his bag, which had one of the most broken abilities.
Didn't he cut off his own finger and then grow it back immediately and just made it a cursed finger and then threw it in his mouth? And it had all of the fingers that he swallows far in that finger.
In the entire show, the 10 Shadows technique, allowing him to access the most powerful Shikigami in Maharaga, while also already being the strongest.
This is not plot armor no more. This is just him being smart.
Curse in existence. And lastly, it took every cast member from Jujutsu Kaisen giving their
even new ones. We remember you, the strongest sorcerer available. Yo, bro. They was really doing bro, I cannot remember his name off the top of my head, but they really had this nigga out there by himself with a simple domain versus the strongest character that has actively gotten stronger and is not tired. Talking about he's the strongest sorcerer available. Yo, that's the slander. What is it called? JJ Slander, bro. That shit's beautiful, bro.
120% just to even rival
Slander Kaizen, beautiful.
And the entire time during the last fight in Shinjuku, you saw this man Sukuna pulling out some new shit motherfuckers ain't even see before. This is literally why everybody starts spamming these. I haven't used this technique from the Hayden.
Ah, yes, I haven't used this technique since the Hayden. Higuruma. There we go. But bro, dead ass. Yo, he did it just like, you know what? I haven't used this in a while. Let me go to pull this out of my bag. What does the bag look like? And this is what I mean when I say he's one of the best villains ever. You want to know why? He doesn't tell you everything he has. He just comes up with some new shit and doesn't tell you about other shit until it's time to use it. I'm telling you, bro, he's the best. I hate villains that tell. Don't tell. Let me find out mid-fight that like, oh shit, damn. He does have something to counter my strongest move. Fuck.
Era memes during this fight because Sukuna just started countering motherfuckers with moves people ain't never seen him use before.
1,000-year-old curse, by the way. What do you want him to do? He was a human that became a curse. What do you want him to do? Be
In
weak?
conclusion, anime plot armor need a nerf for some because do y'all see what these characters are doing with them? It's ridiculous.
I need to. Oh shit. No.
I want you guys to do me a
Shut up. That's my next video. I need them to do more, actually. That's me, though. I need them.
Plot armor?
Be quiet. I need them to do more. I actually need them to do a lot more. Just so I can put up the agenda. Listen, I am going to uphold the agenda every single time. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm holding that agenda. Agenda piece? Agenda Kaizen? I'm on that. The agenda will be held regardless of how you feel. Because guess what? At the end of the day gonna end. Mihawk paints his blades black. Come on, bro. I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked. Agenda Kaizen will always be good. Sukuna was scared of Gojo. Gojo did not believe in Yuji. I don't give a damn, bro. I'm always a part of it every time. Except you, the Slender, though. Chill. Sukuna Slender. Anyway, though. I'm gonna see it when I see y'all. Just see me go to on my page. You know I'm having fun, as you can see. I make videos a lot longer. It says 36 minutes at the bottom of my screen. The video is 20 minutes long. Can't wait to find clips, though. If I want to find you, though, just hide somewhere, bro, because I'm gonna get in that butt every time. You ain't got no choice, bro. Stop running, bro. Just stop running.
She like see with a green bean, shoot that bitch like I back to high. Introduce her to the dream team, then we go but we don't blow right. I did not hear what you did, I did not hear what you say, cause some of them out. She 19 with a green bean, shoot that bitch like I back to high. Introduce her to the dream team, then we go but we don't blow right. I did not hear what you did, I did not hear what you say, cause some of them out.